There's a tale to be told here today, a true tale of folks and facts from dim to distant past about the history of this island by the bay. If only the mud could talk or the water to tell what and who have passed by, who and what has stayed and left their mark. So bend an ear, give us your eye as we begin our tale. Imagine 5, 10, 20,000 years ago, this sliver of unknown land covered with trees, a dense, old-growth oak forest. To the east, towering redwoods fill the hills, the flora and fauna of an ancient, waiting paradise. When a noise catches our ear, a scent alerts our nose, our eye notices, emerging from that tree line there, walking into this clearing on 2 legs, the first immigrants to this unnamed Eden, having walked for generations from the far, far west, across the shallowed straits up north, then south, through here, seeking a better life. Some say it was a near idyllic existence for them for a couple of thousand years. And after a long, long time, behind them, another wave of walkers and mariners from all the 7 seas. All moving by sails, wheels, hoof, and foot. All heading for a hoped-for promise in a new and open land. Heading for a chance, however slim. A chance for a better life, a better home. They came escaping political strife, religious wars, economic hardship, famines, plagues. Each immigrant rolled the dice, a move both optimistic and desperate, to come here looking for an opportunity. The landscape changed, the workscape evolved, maritime trades flourished in the sheltered waters of the bay and estuary. A new forest, a forest of masts, grew along the shore. The trees of the land turned into ribs of ships. The ships took local riches across the waters far and near and returned with the riches and rituals of other lands. Forms of commerce, culture, and civilization took root in the rough and sandy soil as best it could. New faces and trades worked their way into the fabric, being woven from field, hill, and bay. New languages and music sounded the air. The scent of exotic spices hinted at the shift in the winds. Progress progressed at a pace, suddenly quickened by the fever of gold nearby. Paradise. But the reality of this paradise is hard work. Easy survival was the destiny awaiting very, very few. Now, as for the rest of us, we're all just looking for a job. How to make a better civilization now became a common shared political goal. The wildness of San Francisco's Barbary Coast set examples of lawlessness that led Alameda leaders to seek a better way. All these differing nationalities struggled to find a balance as the new waves of innovation brought new challenges. The cross-continental railroad terminated for a short time in Alameda. Weave of rails and roads now connected the coast with ever-increasing efficiency. And the world shrank, and the crowds of desperate and dispossessed grew and immigrated and assimilated and moved on. The plan for digging a channel through the mud flats on the east end of the Alameda took only 30 years. The Big Dig, as it was called, has finally separated Alameda from Oakland, and oddly enough, at the same time, it increased its connection to the world. So from the Paleo-Indian nomads who passed through 15,000 years ago to the Ohlone, the Miwok, the Yellowmoots who settled the shores for thousands more, through the myth of Khalifa to the Spanish explorers Dianza, Peralta, the European settlers Jedediah Smith, Chipman, Augenbaugh, folk from the four corners of the world made their way here, cattle barons to fur trappers, boat builders and empire builders from Dust Bowl, from Rust Belts, from Ellis Island and Angel Island, on clipper ships, prairie schooners, and the wives of a million homes, from lean-tos to adobes to Victorian mansions, and children brought up in hope of a better tomorrow, all left a mark, however small, in the land we stand on now. Waves of immigrants, innovations. They sent ripples of influence to the Bay, the state, the world. In World War II, expanded the military footprint and employed a growing middle class of men, women, and all the races in the booming industry of war. of floats describing local and national history made its way through the canal, led by King Neptune and his court of briny royals. Reporter, overwhelmed by the magnificence of it all, wrote, "Never was such a parade seen here. Never was there a more auspicious opening for what is now surely to be a celebration that will rival anything of its kind." Speeches were given, guns fired, flags waved. Every vessel on the estuary sounded their horn as 25,000 visitors came to witness this sleepy bay village transformed into a city of the world. Welcome, citizens. Welcome to the island city of Alameda.